If you want to be a better runner, these are the things that you just have to do. These are the things the best runners are already doing. How do we know the right thing to do? You want to wake up for that sweet, humid summer morning run, but you take that first step out of bed and your foot gently reminds you, "Oh brother, you're in for some pain." But wait a minute, you think to yourself, you're someone who chooses to do things with pain. You run for fun and you like it. Something's gone wrong somewhere. You don't know how or where or what really has happened, but you feel that dull, burning pain and tension on the bottom of your foot and ankle. Plantar fasciitis, you learn it's called. What to do about that? In this video, I want to encourage any of my fellow runners out there to choose that no-quit mentality, that no-quit attitude. Get can't out of your vocabulary in the face of injury. If you're new here, my name is Brandon. I'm a PT, currently working at a Lifetime Fitness here in Kansas. And if you're going to stick around here, you have to know, I believe, if you want to live a great life, you must stay fit and healthy. That is a non-negotiable. So I'm using my YouTube channel to kind of chat about my training and as if I were coaching myself. Let's jump into it. What is plantar fasciitis? Plantar fasciitis is an overuse injury or an injury compounded over time by running too much or too intense than what your body is currently capable of recovering from. The plantar fascia is a band of tissue on the bottom of your foot connecting the heel of your foot up to the base of your toes. Even though that's where you feel the injury when you wake up and feel that dull, kind of slightly burning sensation in the mornings, that's not necessarily where the problem is. When your glutes, hamstrings, and calves aren't strong enough to support a stable, solid base for your foot to spring off with each step, the plantar fascia is the only other tissue that is literally solid enough to create the support needed for the plant and spring off in each step. The plantar fascia is the base of that locomotion that it's able to create the stability needed for you to direct your energy and momentum and force through your foot and push you forward. With plantar fasciitis, there is no literal tear or break. It's just an inflammation of that tissue on the bottom of your foot. So that is a good thing. There is no surgery necessarily needed to fix plantar fasciitis. But here's how I made it worse, and here's how you might have made it worse as well. Since there is no literal tear or break, a lot of runners can train through it. So in efforts to run through the pain thinking it would get better, my body paid the price for my ego. Again, what is the right thing to do here? We want to hit certain performance levels, but also we want to take care of our body. How do we go about deciding between the two? Drum roll, please. How to fix your problem. Being a PT, if I was coaching myself, I have 3 professional recommendations. Option A, stop all running. Let your body get complete rest. Stop aggravating and inflaming the plantar fascia. Let your body do its thing. Take some time off. Shut your ego up. If you want to be a better runner, you have to build your body. If you stop aggravating this inflamed tissue, it will heal back stronger rather than get worn down more. The rest helps you feel more encouraged to get back and nail your training and do the things that you need to do to improve, rather than hitting arbitrary measures like your weekly mileage goal. It's the quality of your training that gets you to where you want to go, not just hitting the metrics that, yes, look nice on Strava. Option B. Do option A plus specific strength exercises. Your body gets torn down through exercise. By getting stronger, you're able to build your body up to endure more and to create and absorb more force, more power. When your muscles are stronger, your joints and your ligaments will feel less of the force. Your body falls to its weakest link. And in terms of creating force through your leg, your glute medius is responsible for helping create a full chain from your hips down to your foot, down to your plantar fascia. When your glute medius is strong, you're able to extend your hips, contract through your quads and hamstrings and your calf, and then have a solid base to plant off of from your foot. It all starts from your core and your hips, and the weakest link in that is your glute medius. One way to test your glute medius strength and hip abduction strength is to do a lunge on the ground and then go just about a couple inches off the ground and hold that isolation. Then try to push both knees away from your body and see if you're shaking a lot. That could be one sign of a weak glute medius. Overall, strengthening your glute medius and doing exercises with a full range of motion is going to be perhaps the best thing you can do to help heal and prevent and fix plantar fasciitis. The standard you want to set to be pain-free and injury-free and to prevent injuries in the future is to be able to do 3 sets of 15 reps for each of these exercises on either leg. For general glute strength, Bulgarian split squats are perhaps the best exercise you can do. Running is a unilateral exercise. You can train that as well. It's just a little bit more carryover into the sport that you are training for. For your calf strength, remember there are 2 things we can do here. You have standing full leg extension using your calf, and then also you have a seated variation where you extend your calf. Standing helps train your gastrocnemius. The seated variation helps train your soleus. The soleus may be more beneficial for ankle strength and preventing plantar fasciitis because your soleus connects down to your ankle, connects up to the ligaments that go down to the bottom of your foot as well. For my routine, I add in those strength exercises on my leg day, and I hit them at least once a week, if not twice a week when I have the extra time. Option number C, my last recommendation for you, is to go above and beyond and start stretching consistently. If you want to be a better runner, these are the things you just have to do. These are the things the best runners are already doing. Stretching after runs or just other times throughout your day helps alleviate built-up tightness in the muscles used. A tight muscle cannot fully contract or relax. Thus, mobility is limited and impact is felt in other muscles that are now overcompensating. Again, even though you feel the pain in the bottom of your foot, maybe it's your glute strength that is weakened because your glutes are always super tight or your calves are super tight and they aren't able to do their full job, which means you're paying that price somewhere else in your body. Side note, stretching also just feels great way to relax, and only takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to do. The main thing you want to do is stretch your calves and then being able to stretch your hips and your glutes. And then stretching your hamstrings. Quads and hip flexors. Good rule of thumb is that you want to hold each stretch a minimum of 30 seconds either side. If you do 2 rounds, 1 round at the very minimum, you're going to be good. It's the consistency with stretching that really matters, not necessarily the one-time intense super long sessions.